What's up? This is Cassie from Ground Up Fitness, and this is a dumbbell only legs focused workout. The first movements that we're going to start with are a dumbbell squat and an RDL, and each pair of these two exercises equals 1 rep. We're going to do 10 in total. So the RDL is a normal bilateral RDL, keeping my back really straight and sending my hips back to the back wall, keeping my knees slightly bent. And then I'm going to go out into a wider squat, and that pair of movements, like I said, is going to be 1 rep. RDL, and then step out to the other side for your squat, and that's going to be 2. Straight back, hips back for the RDL, step my foot out, pretty wide squat, keeping my back really straight, my abs strong and my ribs tucked under me so that I'm able to support my low back through this whole movement. We want to stay moving pretty quickly through this, staying active, but not losing the technique in the process. So RDL and then squat is 1 rep. And then an RDL and a squat on the other side is 2 reps. We're going to do 10 of these in total, and then we're going to move on to the next exercise, which is a split squat with a press. For this move, I have a mat under my knee to make sure that I'm not slamming my back knee into the floor, but either way, I want the contact in the floor from my knee to be really slight. I'm looking at a 90-degree angle on my front and my back leg, and on the way up, I'm going to power up and shoulder press from a neutral grip. So my palm is facing in towards my ear and my head so that I'm not putting my shoulder in a weird position, and we're going to do 10 reps on one side and then move on to 10 reps on the other side. Make sure you're using the strong side second in these reps. So if your, for example, left side feels weaker than your right side, you want to start your set of 10 with that weaker side. So control on the way down and press up. And we want this to be an up and down movement, not a forwards and backs. So that's keeping our front knee directly over our front foot so that our knee doesn't have too much to do with it. The next exercise is a squat and iso hold. So I'm going to do 1 rep and then hold for 1 Mississippi. And then I'm going to do 2 reps and hold for 2 Mississippis. And then 3 reps and 3 Mississippis, and so on and so forth. I'm starting at 1 rep and going until 8. That was 4 with a 4 Mississippi hold. And then we're going to go to 5 reps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 with a 5-second hold, and then we're going to go 6, 7, and 8. I'm keeping my back really straight in these squats, and the path of the dumbbells is straight up and down. If I'm leaning forward and moving forward and back through the squat, you'll be able to tell through the position of the dumbbells. So if you position yourself over a static spot in the floor and have your dumbbells kind of move up and down from that spot on the floor, that's a good reference to make sure that you're keeping the weight balance legit in your feet, and then the dumbbells are also moving up and down through that dynamic of the squat. The last exercise is a dumbbell burpee. You're going to use the same pair of dumbbells you've been using the whole time. I think I was using 12 pounds or 5 kilos through this whole routine. The weights go down in front of your feet, and so that you're in a squat position. You're going to lift the dumbbells up, press them overhead, and then bring them back down in front of your feet. Jump in and out from a plank position, and then stand up, press the dumbbells over your head. I'm keeping my abs really strong throughout this movement so that my lower back isn't taking any stress, and I'm jumping softly in and out, being careful not to hyperextend through my knees so that I don't feel any of the impact. Once you've done all of the exercises in this routine, you're going to go back to the beginning and do the round over again. If you're just starting, 1 or 2 rounds would be legit. If you are pretty advanced or know what you're doing in the gym, looking to push yourself a little bit more, 3, 4, or 5 rounds even of this would be a great goal to set. Let me know if you have any questions. Take your time, breathe, and make sure to cool down after the routine.